Hello and welcome to ILTV's Evening Update. I'm Aaron Porras here with the latest news from Israel. Following the first official meeting between Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Donald Trump, many have voiced concerns for the prospects of a peace in the Middle East. President Trump has stated that he would back whatever agreement was most satisfying to the involved parties, i.e. Israel and the Palestinians. The White House, however, made no assurances as to standing for a two-state solution as opposed to a one-state solution. For better or worse, the majority of parties both in the Palestinian territories and in Israel still support a two-state solution in principle. According to a survey conducted by the Tammy Steinmetz Center for Peace Research at Tel Aviv University and the Palestinian Center for Policy and Survey Research in Ramallah, 55% of Israelis and 44% of Palestinians still favor the two-state solution in principle. These numbers are down from 59% and 51% respectively in June 2016, but still show promise. Support for a deal dropped slightly when previously drafted resolutions were discussed, but certain incentives offered to respondents brought the attention back to the supposed negotiating table. The base draft that survey participants were asked to review included a demilitarized Palestinian state bordering an Israeli state with withdrawn borders to the pre-1967 lines, land swaps, the return of 100,000 Palestinian refugees into Israeli territory, and the city of Jerusalem split in two to serve as capital to both nations. In related news, Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas says the PA remained committed to a two-state solution and is willing to work with Trump's administration to achieve a peace agreement, as President Donald Trump suggested he could be open to alternatives. The statement released from Abbas's office criticized Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, saying, quote, "Israel's insistence on destroying the two-state solution will lead to more extremism and more instability. The Israeli Prime Minister's return to using language which dictates the continuation of Israeli control over the western borders of Palestine, as well as his demand for recognition of Israel as a Jewish state, are attempts to impose facts on the ground, destroy the two-state solution, and replace it with the principle of an apartheid state." End quote. Abbas's statement also welcomed President Trump's call during his meeting yesterday with Netanyahu for Israel to pull back on the settlements. The assemble-yourself furniture company Ikea has begun distributing a catalog geared especially for the religious and ultra-Orthodox sector. In an effort to cater to their more traditional code of modesty, the Swedish furniture company's catalog does not feature images of women. Ultra-Orthodox publications never publish pictures of women, in keeping with its standards of modesty. The catalog also focuses on furniture and products that are in high demand among Haredim customers, such as bunk beds, libraries for holy books, and baby cribs. IKEA's Israeli office issued a statement to issuing the catalog explaining that, quote, "Due to requests we received, we decided to launch an alternative and special catalog which allows the religious and Haredi communities to enjoy thumbing through our products and the solutions that IKEA offers in accordance with their lifestyle." End quote. The Shin Bet security agency has barred the country's Ironi Nahariya basketball team from playing a Europe Cup match in Turkey next week due to exceptional safety concerns. The game scheduled for Wednesday was called off after the Shin Bet refused to allow the team to travel to Gaziantep, Turkey for the second leg of the Europe Cup round of 16. Gaziantep is located around 50 kilometers from the border with Syria, and the area has suffered repeatedly from both Kurdish and Islamic extremists over the past year. The Shin Bet is responsible for the safety of all Israeli teams while competing abroad, and it believes Nahariya could become a target in Gaziantep. A statement by the organization said it had worked extensively with the Nahariya club's management, supporting officials and Turkish security, but had failed to find a solution which would allow the game to proceed. Israel Aerospace Industries, Israel's largest aerospace and defense firm, and Bengaluru-based Dynamic Technologies Ltd. signed an agreement yesterday to manufacture mini unmanned aerial vehicles in India. The agreement will allow the transfer of technology and production capabilities from IAI to DTL. IAI is Israel's largest aerospace and defense company and prime manufacturer of missiles, drones, satellites, weapon systems, munitions, and unmanned and robotic systems and radars. India is one of IAI's major customers. DTL builds high-precision systems and subsystems for aerospace, automotive, hydraulics, and homeland security and defense sectors. The locally made UAVs will be part of the Indian government's Make in India initiative, which was launched by the Indian government in 2014 to encourage multinational and national companies to manufacture their products in India. IAI said that it plans to transfer a big part of its UAV activity to India in the near future. That's all for now. Stay tuned on ILTV.tv for our main daily broadcast playing after this. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you next time with our morning briefing from Israel at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.